Alright, YouTube, I wanted to make this video because I get tired of hearing misinformation on the internet. Now, I don't know if this is purposely done to keep people willfully ignorant, or these are people who are acting as if they are knowledgeable in subjects that they are not knowledgeable in. First of all, I'm going to address all of these economy and economist videos who fearmonger people into thinking, oh, the economy is going to crash. The economy, dude, all of your economy is a fucking fiction. It will crash when it needs to. It will expand when it needs to. It is a fiction. I listen to all of these people and they don't know shit about the economy. They don't know shit about anything. And they're telling you information. I watched this one where he was talking about how many speculative derivatives that the banks hold on top of cash. And then he said that they were insolvent because they hold more speculative, like, I think it was $1.7 trillion in speculative derivatives. And it was like, I think it was like 700 million in cash or something. And he said the bank is insolvent. I said, I wanted to say, you fucking moron. The speculative derivatives are the cash, you dumbass. The cash is the liability. Learn the fucking economy before you guys start giving out information. Just like when somebody was on the information saying, oh, there's a debt crisis. There isn't a debt. There's no such thing as debt. There is no such thing as debt, man. I keep telling people this. There's only security obligations. They are not debt. They're not. I don't know how to explain this to people, man. People really don't know the economy. And whatever school they're taught in, they're willfully taught to be ignorant. Well, not willfully, but they're taught to be ignorant about the truth about the economy. Debt equals cash. And cash equals debt. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you have money in your bank account, you have a liability. But if you have securities in your bank account, you have assets. That is how you value the economy. Most of these people who are giving advice do not know shit about what they're talking about. And it's sad. Because I'm either convinced that they're taught this way in school, or they're trying to mislead a mass amount of people. And the fact is, they get thousands of followers, thousands of views on the internet, and they don't know shit about the economy. Yet they're reading charts, giving out economical advice when they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. It is the blind leading the blind. Let me say it again. For you people who don't understand, America is a paper empire. Debt equals cash, and cash equals debt. That means if you have a liability instrument, it is an asset on your books, but a debt on the other person's books. It's called GAAP. It's double-ended bookkeeping. That's how corporations operate. Some of the people on YouTube should not be giving advice, man. They should not be giving advice. They don't know what they're fucking talking about. And I sit there and I listen to these people and I go in their comment section and I say, dude, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know the truth between assets and liabilities. But yet you're giving financial advice to a bunch of blind sheep who believe you. They're the same people who sit there and say, well, invest in silver, invest in gold, invest in Bitcoin. And the reality is silver, gold, Bitcoin, all of this shit can be manipulated. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. There's no sanctuary. And the only reason people are not getting rich is because they're hoarding their money. And I made a video called Minimalist Lifestyle, and that's when I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. I literally was saying, work hard, save your money. No, that's the way you stay broke. Debt is the only way to get rich. Debt is the only way to get rich. Getting in debt is the only way to get rich. I'm sorry. Because everything in the United States is topsy-turvy. Down equals up, and up equals down. Now let me say this one more time for those people who do listen. Debt is cash, and cash is debt. This is why when corporations have a lot of cash, they try to get rid of it. Why? Because it is a liability. It is not an asset. Everything that I thought I knew before, I didn't know. I was literally driving in the car, and I was like, Eureka! I finally understand what he said, what Robert Kiyosaki said in Rich Dad Poor Dad. And while Robert Kiyosaki is really talking about going out borrowing. Yes, because debt is an asset. That's why people are broke. They're trying to hoard their cash. You know what I'm saying? I can explain how to use debt and become wealthy overnight, but it's not my job to tell you that. I don't get paid to do that. And I give out way too much advice for free when I should be actually doing seminars and coaching this to people. But the reality is, you have been taught wrong, people. There are so many publications. You need to read Mitchie on banking. You need to read a lot of shit, and you will find out everything that you were taught in the school system in the United States is not what it is. The United States is a paper empire. The person who has the paper runs the empire. You do not need a bank account. You do not need cash. You don't even need a 9-to-5. You can get paid off of tax credits. You don't even need a job. You don't even need it in the United States. Yet people take handouts. And the reason why the government wants to keep you deaf, dumb, and ignorant is because the only power that the government has is by the people believing that there's a government. There is no government. You're controlled by corporations. There's no government. There's no such thing. Your municipality has an EIN number and a DUNS number. That means it's a fucking corporation. It can sue and be sued. That means that it is a corporation. So, I mean, I don't know how many videos I want to do on YouTube because I don't want to make myself in a bad situation. But y'all have a good one, man.